All right. Once again, I am live. All right. So I have a little issue where comic skaters want to doubt my research. So here we go. All right. I'm not going to name any names. I got laundry drying because I'm such a privileged white guy that I have no dryer. And it's starting to get cold, so I got to hang my clothes indoors more often. Sorry you have to. Like that guy said, it's hard for people to accept the hard truths. Sorry, it's hard for you to accept the hard truth of my non-white privilege. So anyway, where I'm living in the fucking dark ages, drying shit on clotheslines. Let me see. Let my plants get some air. So check this out. We have this issue where people, okay, here I am talking to conservatives, namely Christian conservatives, who want to split hairs in debate with another fellow conservative in Comicsgate and second guess and split hairs and kind of play devil's advocate and bring up exceptions to the rule. Like I've known some guys that have had custody of their kids for years now, just stuff like that, right? Yeah, the exception to the rule. Like we all know, I know a couple guys that have full custody too. My nephew, namely one, who I said, I got to have my nephew come on the show and talk about how, because of my research and my knowledge, he now has full custody of his child because he knew about his kid. My mother pulled the not even telling me my kids were being born thing and made them believe some other guy's their father. Legally, I can't even sue her for fraud. You know what I'm saying? It's legal. It's legal. It's pretty much legal. Well, you know what I mean? The laws were overturned that allowed that, but the courts still enforce it, or it's still enforced. So, anyway, my point being is, I'm a fellow Christian, fellow comic skater, and I've done my research, and I'm like, no, this is statistics, what I'm talking about, and people are like, well, you got to remember, only I'm like, no, it's safe. The safest place for women and children is with the biological father. That's why the Bible, if you're talking to a Christian who supposedly believes in patriarchy and is in Comicsgate, and you have to sell them on that it's best that we have a patriarchy where men protect and care for all and provide for all the women and children, then you're in big trouble. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Bible says that society should be pretty much a patriarchy. Agreed? Where men pretty much, society was built for I'm going to go into some research, by the way. You want to see some research? I'm going to show you all people want to doubt me. Like, this is all just my opinion. Well, I'm going to show you all the favor that women get in the courts in a few minutes here, where women get probation for hanging babies in their daycare center. We'll get there in a second. And, anyway, women get probation for molesting kids. We're going to get to that, how women are, allowed to run rampant and hurt children and get probation. We'll get to that in a minute. But we are going to get to it, though, this episode. So anyway, I'm having to convince. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Bible pretty much agrees that society it's not perfect, but should be a patriarchy where men pretty much provide for and protect the family. So, and statistically, it is proven that women and children are statistically safest with the mother being married, not out there in the world. How are you going to protect your wife if she's out there working a job? How are you going to protect your wife if she's out there, running around all day while you're at work trying to provide for the family? how are you going to protect her and the kid? Or, she's supposed to be home with the kids, you understand? And while you're providing for the family, generally speaking, you understand how, I don't think Christians understand, I think the Christians are even brainwashed now, is what I'm saying. So, and the Mormons and the Catholics and all this stuff. So anyway, the Bible is pretty much clear that society is a patriarchy where men pretty much go to all the wars and do all the brutal stuff and provide and protect all the women and children. And that's why we pretty much build society, is for the protection of women and children. And generally, the safest place, according to the Bible, for all you conservatives out there in Comicsgate, is with the safest place for women and children is with the biological father of the family. And I get and basically married basically in a monogamous relationship where the father raises the kids. And you can go look at the statistics, what happens to kids who are not raised by fathers. And then you should say, well, then how come mothers are raising all the kids? And if you don't, then you must not have a very logical mind. So because they end up in prison, a lot of them, in gangs and doing drugs and all that stuff. So anyway, so just that alone is that I have to, so they're like, well, you have to remember, this is what I hear back from a fellow Christian comics skater. Well, if the father's not beating the woman, or if the father's not abusive and then it's almost like oh, what, women aren't abusive too? And then I said, and so I had to come in and be like, no, it's statistically proven that women are more abusive than men to children. And so I was mocked and told that's a bad statistic. I said that's a government statistic. And then when I went and looked up 2012, because these studies are only done, I don't know if they're done every single year, but whatever. If some of them, I don't know that all studies are done every single year by the government. You know what I mean? I think some of them are done after so many years, but I looked it up, 2012. I got the statistic from the government, health something organization, whatever, Department of Health, basically that 53% of perpetrators of abuse to children are mothers. And then they go, oh, so then they switch. So then the comic skaters switch their stance to, oh, well, I'm gonna look at the comments too today. I'm out of work now. I was doing a quickie before, so I'll get to the comments. And if anybody has any questions, or if you want to come on and debate me live instead of in the comments typing, and you want to say something, if you got a point against me that you women, go look up the statistics. If you find if you can dispute me that more women abuse children than men, then go look it up and come here and say, oh, I've proven you wrong, action artist, so shut up. So anyway, the comic skaters who supposedly are conservatives and against all the liberal agenda, which I'll get into that in a minute. They basically denied that the liberal agenda is basically feminism, LGBTQ, women and minorities and illegals. Basically, that's like almost the entire liberal agenda. That is screwing up the country so bad, basically, in the family. So anyway, in Comicsgate and in the comic world and all that. So anyway, I came back with the statistic, and then they go, oh, well, only 2012. So they went from, no, you're making that up, or, oh, that was bad statistics too. And then I go, okay, here's the government statistic. I went and looked it up and posted it. Yeah, I said, you can go look it up yourself. Then they went to, oh, just 2012. So now they've changed So that's what the liberals do. The liberals make you go now. Oh, now I got to go look up every single year that women were. No, the whole point. And then I came back to them. I said the whole point of mothers getting children more than fathers in the first place was because supposedly mothers were better nurturers. Period. So now it comes out they're not. And, they're going to find some little hair to split with me and say, oh, well, that's just that year. No, you don't get to say that. Okay. You don't get to say that. So the point is it's underreported. And I'm going to get to that in a minute, and how I'm going to show you some cases of, why don't I just get to that? Let's just put that up on the screen while I rant, because this is important stuff, It's important stuff, because you guys think comicsgaters think I haven't done my research. If you're just joining, have some infinite screen there for a second. Here's my complete. Oh, look at this. There's Nut Job's armor. Starting to look like somebody we know. Oh, Nut Job per se, right? I got the arms and legs put on there, shoulders. I'm starting to build the pecs and the armor. The armor that protects his upper rib cage. I scaled down the head a little bit. It's too big. I might want to push that back side in a little bit more. I don't like the way it sticks out like that. It almost needs to be more near where this line is right here. But anyway, yeah. So there's that. Let's get down to business, shall we? Oh, have I done my research? Oh, no. I've done my research. I wouldn't come on here saying all this stuff, expose, from a weak position, not knowing what I was talking about. Are you kidding me? Do you think I would be on Comicsgate, in Ethan Van Sciver's forums, in Mike Miller's forums, in Doug Constantinople's or whatever, Bigfoot Bill forums, and Gary Shipman's forums, if I didn't know what I was talking about? Do you people really believe that I would do that if I didn't know exactly what I was talking about? Well, let's get down to the research now. You guys wanted the research. Let's look at the research. Woman gets probation, hanging baby. Daycare provider.
Extraordinary show of mercy by Judge Jay Quam, handing down
extraordinary show of mercy
for the woman guilty of attempted murder for trying to hang the toddler and running over two men with her car. All the victims survived, but under Minnesota sentencing guidelines, she was looking at 13 years in prison.
Okay, now if you were a man, you would never see the light of day again. Let's hear that again. I'm going to turn this up.
Handing down 10 years probation instead of prison time to the woman guilty of attempted murder for trying to hang the toddler and running over two men with her car. All the victims survived, but under Minnesota sentencing guidelines, she was looking at nearly 13 years in prison.
Raping him for blocks.
Former daycare.
She got probation. See that? Daycare provider who hanged toddler and ran over. That's not even in the title because it would have been too long. I mean, this is the stuff women are doing right now. So she hung a toddler, in a daycare center, and then she ran over two men.
Provider Natalia Karia sobbed as the prosecutor ran through the details of what happened in November 2016.
She hung by his neck with a homemade noose in her basement of her daycare in Minneapolis. This case.
Okay, now I have a friend whose baby was killed by a woman who she's pretty sure owns a daycare now, by the way. Yeah, I did a video for that. If you want to go, I should put the link to that. It's called What Goes On in My Town. And it's the same guy I was mentioning in my last video whose girlfriend who says, well, all women aren't like that to me. He used to say that. He used to say, yeah, Stu, not all women are like that, as his girlfriend beats him, breaks all his stuff, pulls his hair. He's like, hey, baby, da-da-da-da-da, and she doesn't say a word and just walks into the back room. mad. I'm his business partner. I'm like the one guy in his life that is has any value whatsoever. And I call her out. I'm like, why do you abuse my friend? And she hates me. She can't stand. She won't let me around because I call her on treating my business partner like he's a piece of garbage. And so he as his girlfriend breaks his stuff and he gets kicked and he has to run out of his own apartment regularly with his like guitar and bring it over my place. He's always like, oh, you got to remember, Stu, not all women are like that. He doesn't say that to me anymore, though. Now he goes, yeah, no, Stu, I know it sucks, man. I got to put up with, her no matter what she does. She's fucking crazy. But anyway, so this lady hung a toddler and got probation and ran over two guys with a car. If a guy did that, people would be after him with pitchforks and torches, basically. So let's continue, shall we? Oh, that's only one case, Stuart. That's only one case. No. We're gonna go. Comics Gators don't believe me, so we're gonna go through all the cases. Global Man, where are you, Global Man? Back up. Just go through some of Global Man's videos here. Let's take our. I'm not in a rush. Yeah, Stefan Milnew, another liberal light guy. Let's take my time here, really. Woman assaults woman, or woman smashes up car, gets no charges.
A car is okay if you're a woman. The man, isn't it damage to a car? You couldn't possibly halt.
She dropped him home after woman who spray painted cheater on her ex-boyfriend's luxury $400,000 Mercedes-Benz will not be charged, as friends reveal the real story behind their very public fight. So she can just total her.
New photos have emerged of the moment the angry woman smashed up her former partner.
Oh, and that's not even in the headline. She didn't just spray paint it. That, let's not mention that she smashed it up too. So she can smash up his car, spray paint all over his car, no charges. You can look up that one. Let's go on, shall we? Trust me. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, that's nothing. Women hang babies and get probation. Let's get into it, shall we? Single mother stalks and harasses a man. A-OK.
Hello, and well.
Single mother launches a Facebook campaign to find a hot guy she bonded with on a flight to Valencia to Gatwick. She stalks a guy. A-OK. And everybody helps her. Let's go on. And the guy doesn't even want anything to do with her. Woman pushes 16-year-old female off 60-foot cliff.
Hello?
Woman 18 who pushed her friend off 60-foot bridge, leaving her with 5 broken ribs and a punctured lung, as relatives say she isn't sorry and doesn't care. And her friend doesn't charge her. Now, if a man pushed a woman off a 60-foot bridge, the state would take over and the district attorney would charge him and say that she was afraid to press charges. But no, the state's not going to take over. This girl's probably afraid to press charges. So, no charges, not arrested. This girl wasn't even arrested.
And welcome. And this is Global Under the Skip.
There it is. Look at it.
She's standing there. So she's standing there and she's unsure of herself.
Might be deciding she doesn't want to do it. Oh, no.
And her friend just pushes her off. Oh, that's worth watching again.
Not arrested. So there you go. Not arrested. The guy, if a male did that, he'd be in jail right now for attempted murder or something. You know, fucking. Let's go, shall we? Mother shoots 2 daughters, killing one, injuring other.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man coming at you with another.
There's that. You know, let's. I want to get more into. I want to get into the ones where they're not even arrested, not charged. Because it's incredible. I mean, you can go through this forever. You can go look up these videos forever. Woman tries to get woman jailed over child support. Woman lies about domestic violence incident. Woman beats her own mother to death. Attempted murder, woman walks free.
Hello and welcome.
Oh wait, that's the one we were just watching, I think. And go on for I mean, you know, if you really want to know, there's more in here. This goes on forever. I just got to find them, and I will find them. Female sheriff sexually harasses 3 male officers. False rape accusations destroy man's life again. Woman ruins man's scholarship chances. What's this?
Hello and welcome.
Oh, here's Canadian. Oh, the guy, one of the people that I'm talking about is from Canada.
This is Global Man. Women are wonderful. Women are fantastic. Women would never do anything wrong, right? So why is it that this woman deleted the scholarship offer of this young man and, set him back in his career many years? The scholarship was with one of the finest clarinet tutors in the world. Some argue the very best. So let's go through this story and see what this is all about. Canadian clarinet player sues ex for deleting his scholarship offer. A young Canadian clarinetist has been awarded 350,000 Canadian dollars in damages after his girlfriend sabotaged his music career by impersonating.
No, a woman would never do that.
What?
Women don't do that stuff to their men, right? They don't ruin men's lives. There's another one. I just wanted to see that.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man. A big shout out to.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. Woman smuggles drugs to jail, walks scot-free. Here we go. They're in here, trust me.
Hello and welcome.
Model.
And this is Global Man. A big shout out to Zombleed for finding this article for me as well. Thank you very much, Zombleed. In the realm of women,
our oops.
So adult.
Listen, our society doesn't favor women. Oh no, our society doesn't favor women.
Responsible and take responsibility for their actions, and are quite happy to have equal.
Yeah, women are. Yeah, we all treat women equally in the society, or we treat men equally. Everything's we're all about equality. And if it's inequality, it's against it's not against just women. It's against everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody gets injustice. No. If a man smuggled cannabis into a prison, he wouldn't walk scot-free. Nope, I disagree.
Always so adult and responsible.
If a man hung a baby in his daycare and ran over two women with his car, he wouldn't walk scot-free.
Article for me as
with
well.
Probation, or no, he wouldn't get off with probation.
Zombleed. In the realm of women who, always so adult and responsible and take responsibility.
Yeah, women are so responsible and adult.
Quite happy to have equal sentencing for the same crime. Not model who smuggled cannabis into prison after she was forced to become a drugs mule for a criminal she met on Facebook is spared jail because she was forced to become a drugs mule. She didn't do it of her own volition.
Yeah.
No agency.
She doesn't have her own agency. She was forced to smuggle the drugs. Everything's men's fault. That's what I said. Yeah, everything's blamed on men, basically. It's all men's fault she smuggled the drugs.
Who smuggled cannabis into a jail has gone free after telling police she was forced to become a drugs mule by a hoodlum who threatened her after they met on Facebook. Because
women can do anything. They don't need men's protection, but one guy threatens her on Facebook and, she's got to become a drug mule. Yeah, whatever. What a liar. She's such a liar. That judge didn't know she was lying. Come on, man. Let me see. Let's get more into it. What is it? Girl too cute for prison. Woman tells where's the girl who stabbed her boyfriend too? No jail time for a girl who stabs boyfriend. Right here, woman who stabbed boyfriend has too much potential for jail.
You've heard. Vote your values.
We don't. Our society doesn't favor women.
Cable TV is anti-American.
Yeah, let's face it. Let's face it. This whole
Oxford University.
Let's face it. This whole country is anti-American.
Unlikely to get any jail time after she stabbed her boyfriend and assaulted him in other ways during a alcohol and drug-fueled argument. Now, the student in question is Lavinia Woodward, and she is studying at Oxford to become a surgeon. Okay, so why is it that she gets away with this? Well, we'll get to that detail in just a second.
Yeah, how come she doesn't get her life ruined like a guy who's falsely accused and then vindicated? So if you're a guy and you do and somebody falsely accuses you, like me on campus, you get ruined even when you're vindicated. But if you're a woman, it's you have too much potential for jail. Let's find that. I am telling you, man. We're gonna go through more of this. I don't want to get too much in any one because all you need to do is do a little bit of research, like I have. I've done a lot of research on this. So let's go look at some more cases of how. On my research, that society absolutely already favors women to the point where they can hang babies and get probation, or in the case of my friend, kill babies and then get a daycare center. A girl I know. Oh, the girl I was saying that my friend who puts up with her, basically treating him abusing him like a inhumane person abuses a dog. That guy's girlfriend he's always like, well, you know what she went through, and what she went through was another woman killed her baby, got away scot-free, and is a lawyer in this town, and there's a daycare at the address where this girl that I know thinks she lives. So she's pretty sure that the woman who killed her baby now is a lawyer in our town now also owns a daycare. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's that. So anyway, let's go get more. This is stuff's everywhere. How can you not see this stuff? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Are people walking around with their blindfolded and like earplugs in? And I don't understand what's going on. So let's keep getting into this, shall we? All the stuff women get away with. Women. He does a lot of stuff here, so I got to find the ones I want. Woman. Okay, yeah, I already saw this. It's hard to go deep into people's video history, and if you go back, it sets you back. So there's woman smuggles drugs to jail, walks scot-free. Women deputy principal rapes boy student.
Hello.
So if you're a man, you can't sit next to a child on certain airlines now, as women rape kids left and right.
And this is Global Man.
Has sex with boy 16 multiple times.
Big shout out to Zomblade for saving my time and effort in finding these great articles. Thank you very much, Zomblade. And all you guys, one for Zomblade.
She's released. Gisler 39 is released on bond last week after being charged.
Put a thumbs up in sexual boys. On Friday with felony sexual contact with a student, felony second-degree statutory sodomy, and second-degree statutory rape. What's second-degree statutory rape?
Yeah, what's second-degree just statutory? She sodomized the kid with like a dildo or something.
Either she raped him or she didn't.
I know, right?
First degree.
No, it's a woman, so they're trying to. She's accused of sleeping, having sex with a boy. No, she's accused of rape. She's accused of raping a boy. Great. They won't even say it in the paper, but we don't. They'll take a man. People will be. They'll say it exactly like it is with a man, and people will be in the comments talking about how. They should chop his balls off, but when a woman does it, you can read the comments and it's, oh, that kid's really lucky. That kid's lucky. I wish I was that kid.
Exactly.
This only has one view. Baloney. This only has one view. Baloney. He's being censored. He's being censored for talking about this, but we don't favor women.
She's accused of sleeping. I presume sleeping with, having sex with the boy at a home in St. Genevieve, Missouri, on at least 3 different occasions between April and May. Megto is biting, fellas. These women can't get a good, decent, honest man interested in them.
Yeah, she can't find a decent man, so she's got to rape a little boy. Let's go on now, shall we? Woman teacher rapes boy, called romping instead. Yeah. Woman teacher has sex with student.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man. Well, big shout out to Zomblade for providing me this article as well. I got my inbox is overflowing with great articles.
You need to man up and be a real man. Look at this girl. She's not. These girls aren't homely. Look at this girl's not home. I'm telling you, man. This girl.
Hello and welcome. And
I'm waiting for. Right here we go. Here we go.
Nicole.
Look at that girl. She can't have any guy. She couldn't have any guy she wanted. Why would she have sex with a young teenager? You know what I mean? Because there's no real men left anymore. That's why. just read the papers. There's no real men left. So women have to resort to having sex with children now. Are you kidding me? She's placed on administrative leave from the school in light of her arrest. Do you see this? She's put on administrative leave. And all right, you go look at some of this stuff. Are you guys seeing the research that I'm doing now? You want me to show you more? I can keep going. This goes on and on. Women getting probation, getting put on administrative leave, getting caught, having oral sex in their car with the windows all steamed up with a 13-year-old. So let me see. So that's one. Here's another one. Woman teacher rapes boy called romping.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man.
Inspirational teacher, 30. See how they're like making it. She's not great looking, but she could find this woman could find a man. She doesn't need to rape a kid.
Coming at you with another fantastic article from our friend Zombleed. Thank you, Zombleed. Inspirational teacher, 33.
Inspirational. They're like, they even call her inspirational in not just, teacher 33 rapes pupil. It's just inspirational teacher 33 arrested for romps with pupil.
Or romps? A romp? What's a romp exactly? I'm 54 years old. What exactly?
Yeah, what is a romp?
Mean by romp?
It's raping a kid, I guess?
With pupil over shocking allegations. A teacher has been arrested accused of romping with a teen pupil. Romping? What is that? Carla Whitterfield, 33, is being held at St. Louis County Jail after she was booked on the charge. The victim is aged between 13 and 15, according to jail records.
13 and 15 she went for. Not even a fully developed, 17 or 18-year-old, quarterback or jock. No, she likes the 13 and 15-year-olds.
Police have said they do not believe there are any other victims in the case in Duluth, Minnesota. Yes, well,
this is the research. I'm doing the research live now, you guys.
This was not her first time. She's not a virgin, so to speak.
Yeah, right.
School bosses had previously hailed her as inspirational, and she had won an award for her work. What? The work of romping? romping with the little boys?
I know, right? Look at her.
Yes.
She can't find a man, right? No. She can't she can't even at least have sex with an 18-year-old quarterback on his way out of high school going to college or something. No, she's going to do it with the 13 and the 15-year-old. So there's that. Let's keep going. Oh, I've done my research, man. Let's keep going, right? You can look. I was going to look up the Canadian Silver Bullet, too, about guys, their wives. Oh, you want your husband out of the picture? Just say you raped the kids. They'll put him right in jail. He'll have to prove he's innocent to get out. Go look up the Canadian Silver Bullet. Young boys. That's not what I'm looking for right now. Mother abuses 3-month-old baby.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man.
She got 13
here we
years.
Go again, another article from Zombleed. And you.
It's a boy. She abused the boy.
Do I need to tell you the sex of the infant, or do you already know?
It's a boy.
Let's find out.
It's a boy.
Is it a boy or is it a girl that this woman abused? Okay. Lafayette, Indiana. A Lafayette woman has been sentenced to 13 years in prison.
Oh, she abused a girl.
To
she probably abused a girl if she got sentenced 13 years.
Using her 3-month-old infant. Oh, they've not let slip the gender yet.
Oh, they won't tell you.
19-year-old Danielle Nicole Hunt was sentenced Monday after pleading guilty in March to 3 counts of battery with serious bodily injury to a person younger than 14 and 1 count of neglect of a dependent resulting in serious bodily injury. 13 years.
This is all over the Western world too, not just in America. Do you want me to show you the woman who gave her infant boy oral sex on video and sold it to a pedophile for money, and she didn't get any charges over in Australia? Another woman beat her young her young toddler's face black and blue and didn't get any jail time over in Australia, and then bragged about it on social media that they didn't give her any jail time, and also bragged that she was going to be getting shared custody again soon of the toddler whose face she beat black and blue. I can get into that too.
The Journal and Courier reports Hunt will face 2 years in community corrections following her release and 4 years of probation.
So she's only going to actually do 2 years in community corrections. She's not going to prison. She's not going to do hardcore prison time.
3-month-old child. It's a 3-month-old.
3-month-old child, like a man would get prison time, right?
Child, we've not been told the gender yet, the sex yet. The then 3-month-old child.
They won't say the sex of the child.
Facial burns.
Wow.
Facial burns, yes.
Wow.
She probably poured hot water on
it is a boy.
The child's face. And for several fractured bones that were healing. Hunt acknowledged abusing the child, including holding the youngster underneath a hot shower to clean the infant after yes, you guessed it.
A boy.
His dirty diaper leaked.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. His dirty diaper leaked.
Beating her young
boy.
Look
at that. The fourth last word in the article before we find out.
So when it's a boy, they won't tell you. They don't. If it's a girl, they'll tell you. If it's a boy, they wait. The last part of the article, they'll say, "Yeah, it was a boy. Who cares?"
Yes, of course.
Because nobody cares about males.
It's a boy. It's only a boy. She only scolded the little boy. She only broke the bones of the little boy.
Yeah.
How could she?
No doubt. Let's go on, shall we? She's going to do a couple of years. And then 4 years probation. Some other guy will be having kids with her. Some other guy who would tell me I'm crazy will be having kids with her. Some other guy would tell me, shut up, not all women are like that. And, she was going through a hard time and she was abused as a kid. We'll be having kids with her while when she gets out on probation for basically just devastating her young boy infant. Shall we go on? But you want to do more research with me? I can do this. I can do this research all day. My children were abused by a woman who didn't get any charges. The mother of my kids abused my kids and didn't get any charges. Chris, here, wait, let me see. Let's just keep going here. Woman murders son jumping off a building. Cheating ex-whore sells baby. Whitney Houston sexually assaulted by female cousin. I didn't know. I don't remember that being on here. There is a large increase in women being persecuted for sex offenses, and that is good because people like Global Man and me are talking about it. Mother murders baby, buries in backyard, free to roam around. Here we go. Here's a good one. So this girl murdered her baby, buried it in the backyard, and then walked scot-free.
Hello and welcome. And this
furious neighbors slam baby killing cheerleader as she is seen driving around town. Out to dinner with the family after judge lifts house arrest for burying her newborn in the backyard. She got house arrest for burying her newborn. And once again, if a guy buried his newborn in the backyard, he'd be in prison for he would never see the light of day again.
Another great article from our friend Zombleed. Big shout out to Zombleed for sending along this article. Thank you very much. Women, you know, gentlemen, I keep saying it. Women are wonderful. Women are fantastic. Women are the kind, caring, nurturing people. You know, they're empathetic people, better communicators. And if you say otherwise, you're a misogynist, woman-hating.
You're a misogynist, woman-hating man. If you put women down, you hate women. Oh my God, this is all just your opinion.
Which is why
you just hate
when
women.
a woman murders her baby and buries it in the yard, what do you mean she should be held in jail or held captive until the trial? I mean, come on.
Come on.
It was just a fourth trimester abortion. It's a fourth trimester abortion. What do you got? Yeah, my body, my choice. What probably got? The fact the baby was born, it's still kind of her body. I mean, what are you going on about that a woman should be prosecuted just for killing her newborn baby? I mean, if she did it a few days earlier, it'd be okay. God, just can't believe
Seen out talking on her
thinking
iPhone.
that
I mean, are you
newborn
kidding
baby
me?
should be protected.
Are you kidding me? All right, so let's go on. Let's go on here. There's more. Man gets a year in jail for yelling at a woman. But here we go. But yeah, if you're a man, you yell at a woman, you're in jail.
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man. Thank you very much for Zomlead for sending over this article.
Or he's facing a year in
pretty
jail.
funny.
So I don't know. I mean, it's really not funny, but anyway. Female pedophile sent back to prison. Would she get out and rape another kid?
Hello and welcome. And this is Global Man. Well, it's Saturday, the 2nd of June, and I'm going to have a Zombleed feast today. I've got a lot of links by Zombleed to shoot. I'm going to not do it with the video camera because last Saturday I had to.
Oh, she offered to babysit for her friend. She only did 6 years. 6 years for raping a baby oh my God! Let me see that again. Former nursery nurse, 29, who was jailed for 6 years for molesting young girl and a baby, to please a pedophile. Oh my God, man, is now sent back to prison for 2 years after offering to babysit for a friend. Oh my God. This is great stuff, man. Let's do some more research on you know, how great women are and how and how this is. I just hate women. I just hate women, and I have to remember men might be doing something wrong, so that's why everything's like it is. No, women are constantly doing this stuff. It's in the news all the time. It's constantly in the news. Woman murders son and murder-suicide. Woman makes false rape allegations, no charges. So that's the other part, is when they do falsely accuse people, no charges. No charges. So there's the woman. Woman marries her dog. Yeah, women are marrying their dogs now. They're marrying themselves. Woman kills lover, then husband, maybe more victims. Woman prison warden starts relationship with prisoner. Female gynecologist kills baby boy. Women never take responsibility. What's this one about? Should open it in a new tab so I don't have to keep going back.
Hello and welcome, and this is Global Man. this is an hysterical article.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Mother drops baby to her death. Accident. Let's see.
Hello and welcome, and this is Global Man.
Taking selfie.
Of course, gentlemen, we all know women are wonderful. Women are...
Horrifying moment. Mother taking selfies on a shopping center escalator, drops her 10-month-old baby girl who falls 3 stories to her death.
Perfect.
If you were a father and you did that, boy, oh God, I can't even imagine what would happen to you if you were a father and you did that. They'd be like, you were taking a selfie. Let me get this straight, Mr. Hunkler. You were taking a selfie of your 10-month boy, on a giant shopping center escalator, 3 stories in the air. You know what I mean? It would be like negligence and all this stuff.
Women would never do anything wrong. Women are the nurturers. They're the ones who take care of the babies. Men, they're just terrible at taking care of babies. Those dastardly men, no good at that at all. And no woman would ever do anything to harm her baby, right? We all know that is an absolute fact.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Oh, yeah, that's what they're telling me. That's what comicsgate says to me. Yeah, women don't hurt. No, it's men. Men are doing all the beating and the abusing and the killing and the raping.
Now let me tell you this article, newspaper article. Horrifying moment.
Okay, let me get this straight now. If you're conservative and you're pro-American, then you are pro patriarchy with men running everything and protecting the women and the children. Period. And protecting and providing for the women and the children. Period. Period. That's just the way it works. Why did my speaker make this? No. I don't understand what people don't understand.
She dropped her baby 3 stories
Yes.
to her death. Okay?
Oops. My
And I'll show you the video in a minute.
hang on a
A
second.
10-month-old girl has died after she...
So let me get my speaker working again. That's why I don't like this wireless stuff. I don't know. It won't open my action center. Okay, maybe it just kicked back on. I don't know.
After
No. I don't know what's going on with my audio now. It won't let me open the action center. It's all right. I'm pretty sure I've gotten my point across. I mean, I could just read all this stuff to you. Australian mom eats toddler, black and blue, no jail time. Adelaide mother walks free after bashing daughter. Where is Eve's justice? Mother 26 walks free after being convicted of bashing her 8-month-old daughter with a kitchen utensil after judge rules baby's injuries will, quote, get better. Oh, don't worry. The kid's injuries will get better. It's okay if a mom beats her kid's face black and blue. Same girl is caught later bragging on social media that she didn't get any jail time. Brags, no jail time. Adelaide mother brags, no jail time. So Adelaide mother brags, no jail time. On social media. I'm not going to jail. Listen to this. What's your next move? Smug text from a mother who walked free after bashing her. Can you imagine being the father and they let her go? And then she's like, oh, guess what? I'm not going to jail after I beat our kid's face black and blue. I mean, you know, would he get in trouble for keeping this woman in line, you think? He's got to sit around and let, oh, don't worry. This is what I get told all the time. Oh, don't worry. The courts will do the right thing. They just want to make sure the baby's welfare. That's another lie the conservatives tell me when I bring this stuff up. They go, well, you know, the courts are just concerned for the children. Oh, really? Are they really? No, the courts are concerned for the women. They don't care, and making money. They don't care about the kids. The judge says don't worry, the kid's face will get better. So yeah, I'm not going to jail. What's your next move? Smug text from a mother who walked free after bashing her 8-month-old girl with cooking. This is women now in the West. Just go do some research. I'm doing the research for you right now. A mother who bashed her toddler so badly she had to be hospitalized has boasted about not being jailed and surviving a storm of social media outrage against her. Yeah, it's just all everybody else is against her, basically. It's not that she beat her own toddler's face black and blue. Lori Norman was last week given a suspended jail sentence for a horrific attack in which she abused her 8-month-old daughter, Evie, with a kitchen serving spoon. In a text message sent by Norman to her former partner, Shane McMahon, after being sentenced, she said, so I'm not going to jail. Even with everyone against me on social media, I still made it. Can you imagine, man? So if you're a guy and you're vindicated and set free, your life is still ruined. And if you're a woman, and you're proven guilty, you're set free, and everybody's just got to deal with it because you're a survivor. Well, have I done my research? Jeez, I don't know, man. I'm doing it right now. So Comicsgate, if you're just joining, Comicsgaters don't believe me and think I haven't done my research that women are just as abusive or more abusive than men, and that it's actually all hidden and they don't do jail time, so it doesn't go. It's not part. It doesn't go into statistics. It doesn't say. So this woman's not. You know, she's not convicted. You know, they go out. They get on probation. They get suspended sentences. So they're not convicted. So that, you know, it fixes the statistics too. So then only it's, you know, it looks like slightly more women do this or that. No, or slightly less women. No, women are, I'm going to have to say women are worse than men in a lot of ways. And nobody wants to come to terms with it. And they don't have to, they're not only are they worse than men, and they don't have to take responsibility for it. So there's that. I can keep going on, on and on and on. I don't even feel like it. I'm hungry. I gotta eat. I shouldn't even have to this goes on in front of everybody. It's in the news every day. I know tons of people are going through it. You know, if you're watching this, you know tons of men that are going through it. If you're a male, you're probably going through it. So I don't think I need to show the research. I think it's painfully obvious how much society favors women over men, and mothers over fathers, and just lets women get away with hanging babies and beating their toddlers black and blue, and just you name it, burying their kids in the backyard, raping little boys, just whatever. So anyway, there's that, and I have done my research, and I'm sorry if Comicsgate doesn't believe reality. If you don't believe in reality, this is what I got to say to you, Comicsgate. If you don't believe reality, if you don't believe me, then if you don't want to believe reality, then you can go live, or you might as well go join the SJWs. End of podcast, I guess. See ya.